With the shocking loss to Hibs on Saturday still fresh in the mind of fans, frustration is brewing. Rangers are conceding too many goals and missing too many chances. Change is needed. Former Rangers talisman Kris has spoken in the days after the game, and in his latest rant has ruthlessly destroyed the players. We will look into what he has said in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Kris has accused Rangers players of throwing Barry Ferguson under the bus. The former Ibrox striker suggested the weight of the Rangers shirt may be getting to players in Ferguson's squad, as he warned it may be that the whole place needs gutted top to bottom. Rangers lost their 5th straight home match at Ibrox, as Hibernian claimed a 2-0 win in the Scottish Premiership on Saturday. Boyd blasted the Rangers players for making the same mistakes again and again, as he stated players are picking and choosing what games you perform in. Have a watch of this.
Rangers defeated at Ibrox once again. It's been quite an unbelievable run of home form, quite an unbelievable run of conceding goals, and can you argue with the result yesterday at all?
Well, no. I mean, I think obviously Jack Butler needs to do better with that one. But if you look at Rangers, I mean, it's been a common theme in recent weeks regarding the performances away from home. Rangers have been okay, but I think the players, you can't pick and choose when you perform. There's been glimpses in games. Once again, Dessers through and go, and another couple of opportunities yesterday to add to the ones that he had at Dundee during last Saturday. So I think for Rangers, a lot of things not going right, but again, it goes back to the inconsistency. Again, you can't perform and get yourselves up. I mean, that was virtually the same Rangers team that took to the field against Celtic a few weeks ago. They put in a performance off the back of a midweek European performance, and then you just look so, I wouldn't say disinterested, but it's just, I think, even the fans as well, I think they're just, because of the way the players have been this season, you're turning up at Ibrox just expected not to win games of football, and it's so wrong.
What is that down to, though? Because like you say, those players put in a fantastic performance against Celtic. They have done in Europe. They're good players. Barry Ferguson's gone in and spoken about being a little bit tougher, but are we really seeing much difference at all?
No, I think when you look at the amount of managers that have lost their job over a period of time now at Rangers, and there is still the same mistakes happening week in, week out, and then all of a sudden you get a performance and everybody's buzzing and think that Rangers are going somewhere. Even last week, listen, I'm not daft, and I've got mates that are diehards, and because we had a pop at Rangers because of the performance overall against Dundee last week, why you criticise them, we won the game. But that's only short-sightedness. I think for Rangers' point of view, for Barry going in at the period where they were in, winning games of football in the league was never going to change a lot. What would have changed it if you went in and had a style of play, and reading between the lines, that's exactly what they've tried to do. They're trying to get a consistency in Rangers, but the players keep making the same mistake time after time after time. But as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Rangers go and get a result on Thursday night. That's just the nature of Rangers, and again, picking and choosing what games you perform in, and it would be a worry. I know there's obviously talk of takeover, but any manager looking at that would be, I need to clear this place out, because the same mistakes keep happening time after time after time. That is not to say that Rangers don't have good players, because I think in big games they've shown they've good players. But the reality is, it might just be that the shirt is too heavy for a lot of players to do it week in, week out. And that's what you need. You need the consistency. If you're going to be a Rangers player, you need to get back to winning trophies on a regular basis, and it's not happened in a long time. And it might be it's just time that the full place needs gutted from top to bottom.
In other news, former Rangers midfielder Graham Roberts has revealed he told the club to sign Dele Alli a few years back. Roberts plied his trade with Spurs before moving to Ibrox in 1986, where he won one league title and a League Cup. He once told the club to sign Ali, who now plies his trade with Fabregas's Como in Serie A after spells with Everton and Besiktas. The 28-year-old, however, made his name at Spurs, making 269 appearances across a 7-year spell in North London, scoring 67 goals and assisting 55. He emerged as one of the brightest young talents in the English Premier League, and Roberts has lifted the lid on how he suggested the midfielder to Rangers. Rangers. He said, "I liked him when he joined Spurs. I thought he was brilliant when he played for us. I remember him scoring 2 goals against Chelsea, 2 brilliant goals when we won 3-1. I have always liked him. I don't know what went wrong. I tried to recommend him to Rangers a few years ago and said, if you get hold of him and you help him, there is a player there. There is a player there, but he needs someone to put an arm around him to really get him back to what he was as a kid. He is barely at his peak yet. It's frightening." Now, out in Italy, Ali was sent off on his Como debut. He was given his marching orders 8 minutes after coming on for his side against Milan at the San Siro a few weeks ago. In other news, interim Rangers head coach Barry Ferguson has revealed what he told Jack Butland after he cost his team against Hibernian on Saturday. Dylan Levitt's strike from the edge of the box didn't look as though it would trouble the Englishman, although it squirmed through him and gave the visitors an early lead, which they eventually went on to double in the second half. Butland's latest error comes after he spilt a rather tame shot at Dens Park last weekend into the path of Joe Shaughnessy, who netted. Post-match on Saturday, as Rangers lost their 5th home game in a row, Ferguson lifted the lid on what he told his keeper. "I've said to Jack, it's a bad mistake," revealed the caretaker boss. He understands that. "You will see some changes on Thursday versus Athletic Club. That's why you carry a squad. If people make mistakes, people are off it, people don't run as much as I think they should run, then they're not going to play in my team. Because I watched that Hibs team, who I thought wanted it more than us. And it hurts me to say that, but it is what it is. So it's my job now to go in and try and come up with a scenario that won't happen going forward. And I'll tell you something, I'll work hard at doing it, and I'll make sure I do it." Rangers welcome Athletic Club to Ibrox in the first leg of their hotly anticipated Europa League quarter-final tie on Thursday evening. Ferguson will learn more about the Basque outfit in the coming days. "Honestly, I've not watched them because I'm very much game to game," he said. "But listen, I watch all types of football. I know they're a quality team. But again, these are the games where you don't need to really motivate people because you're Europe. It's a different kind of atmosphere. That doesn't concern me." Ferguson's message was clear. Mistakes have consequences and standards must rise if Rangers are to salvage their season. With a Europa League quarter-final looming, the interim boss is demanding more hunger, more effort, and more accountability. Thursday's clash with Athletic Club offers the perfect stage for redemption and for players like Butland to prove they still belong in the fight. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.